Hey, it's Dougie Fresh in the flesh, hitting you my best of the last breath. About to knock you out your comfort nest. I'm here with my bro, Rashawn. He's the homie. He is he was in the NFL for a little bit.
Yeah,
Tried out a little bit. He's doing big things. Keynote speaker, like-minded individual, motivated, inspired, well-connected. I'm going to share him with you all. He's going to share a story right now and some tips to get motivated. So very powerful. Get your notes ready. We're here at the Get Motivated seminar in Philly. He's about to meet with Damon John. So he's going to share some powerful stuff he's learned. So what's good? How you feeling today?
I'm doing good, brother.
Yes.
Thanks for having me here.
My pleasure.
How you guys doing on social media? I think the first step that we all need to realize is that, any type of motivation comes from focus. You can always be motivated, but if you don't have focus, then you won't really get anywhere. Motivation is only the key.
Yes.
And in my experiences, I've always realized that I'm always motivated. Like I'm motivated to make more money. I want to get in shape. I want to be the best athlete. I think naturally we are all naturally competitive, and I think that's just our human nature. But if we are not focused, then that motivation will tend to cease, and it will come.
The door of opportunity closes.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I think that's the first that we have to realize, that no matter what that motivation is, you have to remain focused.
Yeah.
And if you can't remain focused, then that kind of the end all be all there. And at the end of the day, you got to be the hardest worker in the room. We hear it often from many different people, but a lot of people live by that. A lot of people kind of wake up at 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning, and expect to make a lot of money or expect to do a lot of different things.
Yeah.
I think being the hardest worker in the room means waking up earlier.
Yeah.
Waking up and doing more work than the average person and doing more than the average person. One of my tips is I wake up 2:30 in the morning. One reason why, because Dwayne The Rock Johnson wakes up at 4 in the morning.
Yes. If you smell what The Rock is cooking,
And my
man.
goal is to be either bigger or on that same level as him. And the only way I'm gonna do that is to be doing work before him.
Got it.
And listen, it is what it is. You lose sleep, you gain sleep. It's all level of.
What time you get into bed?
I'm in the bed by 9, 10 o'clock. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But from that 3 in the morning to 2 in the night, 10 at night, there's a lot of effectiveness going on. I'm not bullshit. From 2 in the morning to 3, I'm hitting the gym, and then from 3 to whenever, I'm doing business work that I do on my laptop or anything like that. By the time I'm hitting 6 or 7 o'clock a.m., I'm already on a conference call talking to somebody. So I guess the moral of the story is you have to be nuts. You have to be crazy in what you're doing. And if you're not crazy in what you're doing, if you don't love what you're doing, then you won't get anywhere.
Yeah.
That's just the bottom line.
So how are you able to apply that with what you're doing to get where you are now? Maybe with football. And when did you focus? How did you motivate yourself?
A lot of successful people talk about setbacks.
Tell us about your setbacks. When we first met each other at a pool, Mermaid, this dude, we connected for 40 minutes. It was just effortless, synchronistic, and it was just genuine, raw connection.
Yeah.
And it's because you opened up by your setbacks.
100%. I spent some time being homeless, just like some other people. My mom was on drugs for a little bit. Spent 15 years in and out of rehab. When I was 5 years old, I was homeless for about 2 years. And then growing up, I was also raped by a female at the age of 8. So I had a lot of emotional issues dealing with a mother, obviously, that was in and out of rehab, being raped by a female at 8. I think very, really highly of women, but at the same time, when you're emotionally distraught or when your emotions are in check, it's hard to kind of be successful if you're always on an emotional standpoint.
Yeah. And that affects you.
It affects you big time.
You've been able to break through that.
Yeah, it's not easy. My relationship, I haven't been able to sustain it. And in the past, it's hard to sustain relationships, not only with just females, but with people. You don't trust people.
Right.
If you can't trust your mother, how can you trust anyone else?
Trust is everything to success
Yes.
in this. As soon as you can get that back, as soon as you can identify, do you have a problem trusting men?
Yep.
Do you have a problem trusting women? Do you have a problem trusting older adults? Do you have a problem trusting kids?
Yeah.
Do you have a problem trusting dogs? There's all these different things. Tap into that.
Yeah.
So you notice that, and just that awareness causes change.
It does.
Powerful.
Awareness causes massive change. Not just change, massive change. If you can identify what your problem is, you can then move forward and to the solving aspect. Identification and then solving. If you can't identify, you'll never ever be able to fix your issues, and you'll always be. I always call it the teetering of success, because there's just a lot of good people out there, and if you're naturally a good person, you naturally will have some success. You'll feel good about yourself. You meet the right person there, but until you alter which is wrong, you will never reach the level you want to reach, because you're going to be in a constant loop of negative energy, bad mindsets, whatever the case is. So you can be good and reach a level, or you could be great and get to your own destiny, so to speak.
Yeah.
I think that's what it comes down to.
That's what it comes, and it comes down to going in different rooms. We started in here, we went outside, we came back in here. You're gonna have to throw on different things. You may try on a jacket, you may not like it, put on a new one. you've been able to test and experiment.
Yes.
And you're finding out what works.
Yeah, 100%.
Right.
I think life is all about, like, 1 minute it was the NFL. Now it's, motivational speaking and the success in that. And then, now it's investing and philanthropy. I think if you're not testing and figuring out what works for you in life, you're not really living. You got to have, in order to succeed, you got to be willing to fail and you got to be willing to take on those challenges. So.
Yes, so go fail fast forward. And where's the best place they can connect with you?
You can go on Instagram, rslide02. You can go on my company website, invigorateus.com, in which you can email me personally. My email and contact information is on there. So, and then you can always reach out on social media.
Yeah. I'll have something teed up below. Stay fresh. Stay blessed from, we're about to now pop in and see Daymond John and Les Brown.
Yes, sir.
And go to events and connect with great people.
Yes, sir.
Peace.